Welcome back. Today, we're diving into this explainer to completely tear down the hidden architecture that separates a true professional AI asset from, quite frankly, a massive legal liability. Right now, millions of people look at the AI landscape and kind of just assume all these text boxes are doing the exact same thing behind the scenes, right? They paste their highly sensitive documents into whatever tool they happen to have open, and they just expect identical, factual results. Well, we're going to look at why that assumption isn't just wrong, it is fundamentally dangerous for your professional work. By stacking NotebookLM up against ChatGPT, we're getting right down into the core design decisions that dictate accuracy. And as you'll see, one of these tools is built for discovery, while the other, it is strictly engineered for the truth. Okay, let's kick things off with a statistic that's just, honestly, it's staggering. 0.2%. That is NotebookLM's hallucination rate when it's performing document tasks. And look, when we talk about document tasks here, we're not talking about asking it to write a polite email to your boss. We're talking about parsing 100-page merger and acquisition contracts. We're talking about extracting complex financial data from dense SEC filings, or synthesizing highly technical reports. In those environments, accuracy is absolutely everything. So having a hallucination rate this close to zero, it means you're working with an exceptionally reliable partner. It means when the AI tells you a specific obscure clause exists in a contract, you can have near absolute trust that it actually does. Now, contrast that instantly with ChatGPT, which sits at a 5.1% error rate on those exact same document tasks. Now sure, to a casual user who's just brainstorming some marketing copy, a 5% error rate might not sound like a huge deal. But to a lawyer citing case law or a doctor reviewing patient histories, a 5% hallucination rate is literally a catastrophe waiting to happen. There is a massive, massive gap in reliability here. But the really critical thing to understand is that this gap isn't because NotebookLM is somehow a worse or less capable or, dumber version of ChatGPT. That is a complete myth. The difference comes down entirely to a deliberate architectural design decision that most users don't even know exists. So let's break down that core difference, the architecture. Think of NotebookLM like a closed universe. It's a highly secure vault. It only reasons over the documents that you specifically upload. It treats your PDFs, your transcripts, your notes as the entire universe of available facts. There is literally nothing else. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is an open ocean. It's this general-purpose assistant that is constantly drawing from a vast, vast repository of training data and the live internet. This closed system approach with NotebookLM, it's not some limitation that they just bolted on as an afterthought to save computing power. No, it is the entire foundational design philosophy driving the tool. It intentionally trades infinite knowledge for absolute certainty. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what happens when information is missing from that closed universe. If you ask NotebookLM about a topic that just isn't in your uploaded sources, it stops. It safely and correctly admits, I don't have that information. I gotta tell you, there is an immense psychological relief for a professional user when an AI actually admits ignorance. It doesn't try to impress you. It doesn't try to fill the awkward silence just to seem helpful. Framing this refusal to guess as a high-end feature rather than a failure completely shifts how you trust the outputs. It just gives you the strict, honest truth based on the boundaries of the exact documents you provided. But over in the open ocean with a general assistant, it's a totally different story. If you give a tool like ChatGPT the exact same prompt with a document attached, it behaves entirely differently. It confidently guesses. It blends the facts from your specific file with its own massive background training data. Imagine uploading a highly sensitive Q3 earnings report, and the AI accidentally pulls in Q2 data from its background training weights just because the phrasing was kind of similar. And crucially, it does this without explaining to you which information came from your file and which came from its pre-training. It wants to give you an answer at all costs, even if it has to seamlessly stitch together outside knowledge to make it happen. Let's ground this in the real world with a recent clinical study on cancer staging. This is incredibly high-stakes work. We are talking about highly complex clinical data where life or death decisions are actually being made. In this study, NotebookLM achieved an impressive 86% accuracy rate with verifiable citations. ChatGPT, it managed a catastrophic 39% on the exact same task. Why? Well, because when ChatGPT encountered complex gaps in those patient files, it occasionally just filled those gaps with plausible-sounding general medical knowledge. It sounded completely professional, but it wasn't strictly citing the provided clinical documents. When your output needs to be a professional asset, an 86% grounded baseline is a real game changer. A 39% guessing game is just a straight-up liability. And the sheer scale of the citation problem when you're relying on a general assistant is honestly staggering. Independent tests show that roughly 6 out of 7 ChatGPT citations are either entirely broken or completely fabricated. 85% of the time, the specific citations pointing to where the information supposedly came from simply do not hold up under scrutiny. We're talking dead links that lead nowhere, completely fake DOI numbers for scientific papers that don't even exist, or page numbers that point to a totally blank page in your document. It creates this illusion of rigorous research without any of the actual structural integrity behind it. So when we compare pure citation accuracy side by side for researchers, that stark contrast just keeps going. NotebookLM hits a massive 98% citation accuracy, directly pinpointing exactly where a fact lives in your uploads. ChatGPT sits down at 67%. Now, why does the 31-point gap matter so much? Because there is a massive difference between generating a fun little poem and checking regulatory compliance code. If you're writing a legal brief, or publishing medical research, or doing financial compliance, dealing with hallucinations isn't just some minor annoyance that you can brush off. It severely compromises your workflow, and it forces you to manually double-check every single claim the AI makes anyway. Which brings us to the ultimate power user strategy. Instead of rigidly choosing between the two tools, the most effective approach is actually combining both architectures into a single, absolute powerhouse of a workflow. Step 1. You use ChatGPT's deep research feature for broad discovery. You let it scour the open web for, say, 20 highly relevant academic papers on a new market trend. Step 2. You export those specific verified URLs. And then step 3, you upload that curated batch directly into NotebookLM for grounded, strictly cited analysis. Basically, you use the ocean to find the fish, and you use the vault to study them. To put this into perspective, imagine you've got 40 pages of dense compliance documentation. This is dry legalese. It would take a human hours of meticulous reading just to find a handful of relevant clauses, and the anxiety of missing just one would be immense. But when feeding that exact task into this combined workflow, NotebookLM cited the exact, specific lines required for the compliance check, instantly highlighting the source text for you. ChatGPT, handling the same dense text on its own, merely summarized the broad concepts from its general knowledge. By separating the broad discovery phase from the rigorous analysis phase, you save massive amounts of time, and you practically eliminate the anxiety of human error. Now, obviously, that level of convenience and power comes with a cost at scale. Looking ahead at the confirmed 2026 paid tiers, we can really see how the volume limits shift for heavy users. Both tools remain free to start, which is great, but to truly integrate them into a daily professional workflow, paid plans are pretty much necessary. NotebookLM Plus runs roughly $20 a month, allowing up to 100 heavily dense sources per notebook. ChatGPT Plus is exactly $20 a month, and that includes a limited number of those powerful, deep research queries. The pricing is nearly identical, sure, but you really have to view them as investments in two totally different capabilities. $20 for limitless discovery versus $20 for uncompromised analysis. But listen, we have to talk about the ceiling of a closed architecture here, because NotebookLM's greatest strength is absolutely its absolute limit. It simply cannot brainstorm original, highly creative ideas for you out of thin air. It cannot answer general knowledge questions if the answers aren't in your uploaded files. And importantly, notebooks are isolated silos. Your research on Project A cannot talk to your research on Project B. But actually scratch that. This isolation isn't a flaw. It's highly intentional. It completely prevents cross-contamination of facts between distinct projects. These constraints are just the necessary, non-negotiable costs of maintaining strict, uncompromised accuracy. Which leads us right to what is honestly the most common beginner mistake in the AI space. So many new users will upload a single one-page invoice, ask a massively broad question like, summarize the macroeconomic trends of 2024 based on this document, and then immediately conclude the tool is broken when it refuses to answer. They're treating a highly specialized vault like a general assistant and just expecting it to magically guess the state of the world. But as we've established today, refusing to guess outside the provided text is exactly what it was engineered to do. Looking at the current landscape, it is vital to separate what is actually confirmed from what is just speculation. The free and plus plans for 2026, those are fully confirmed. However, Google is currently testing cinematic video overviews on an unreleased Ultra plan. But more pressingly, there is a lot of industry speculation that Google could eventually cave to user pressure and add a general knowledge fallback to NotebookLM. Doing that would be incredibly risky, though. If the AI starts seamlessly blending outside knowledge to answer questions, it directly undermines the strict verifiability and the core trust foundation that makes the tools so uniquely valuable in the first place. Ultimately, the real skill in leveraging AI for professional work is recognizing this exact reality. A refusal to guess is a feature, not a bug. It brings us all the way back to that 0.2% hallucination rate. Verifiable, grounded analysis, completely without the risk of hallucinated facts. That is exactly why this closed architecture exists. It forces you, the professional, to bring the precise knowledge, and it guarantees to rigorously analyze only what you bring, protecting your critical work from the dangerous unpredictability of the open web. So if your job depended on getting every citation absolutely right, which tool would you trust first and why? Let me know your thoughts. If you found this breakdown valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for daily AI updates, and hit the bell so you never miss an explainer. Stay sharp, stay ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.